Hey, Scott Russell, you're going to love this video from Jordan Peterson. It's such a valid point, and it's why I always use romance when talking about God. Because you can't get romance in your head. It makes no sense. When romance is there, you're an idiot. You do stupid things. You make a fool of yourself. Make a jackass out of yourself, jackass. And the right woman, she just smiles at it, says, yeah, he's an idiot. But somewhere in there, her heart realizes that you're completely taken by her, and so she makes a grown man act like a fool. And yeah, we've been there, right? Or maybe we are there. And the thing is with romance is all you can do is respond. And everybody, well, today they make love. They remove romance. They think romance is sex. You know, oh, gee, love her for her body. It's just a bonus at the end. Really, the romance is sweet. It's sweet. It's beautiful. And it just brings life to your soul. If she responds. If she doesn't respond, you've got nothing. And I think that, as Jordan here is talking about, you know, we don't believe in God. No, we don't. I don't believe in love. Love has betrayed me. You know, I was divorced 5 years ago. Love betrayed me. When love is on the level of doing or not doing, it's gonna fail you. But when there's romance there, when it's a soulmate, somebody that's just created to be with, it'll pull them in. Might take some time, and you know, I know what it's like to have to wait. It's not easy. It's not easy. But when you're in love, you know that love is ordering the steps of the one that you want to love. And it's the same with God. If you're going to approach God with your head, you've got nothing. And as we listen to Jordan here, understand that when your heart is touched by the romance of life, what is that? For me, I get outside and I look at the trees and the beautiful dawn of the morning, and just life. That beautiful woman that I'm completely taken by. She's beautiful. What's beautiful about her? What's not? Even her faults. You look at those faults and it shows character. It shows the artwork of her that will be. And does that mean you're a fool? Yeah, absolutely. And it's the same with me and God. Is God's just touched my life and swept through my soul, into my spirit. For me, it was the surrendering of Christ. He brought me to Christ. He brought me the freedom for that. Not what the religious system tells you he is. It's not about controlling, it's about releasing. I'm free to do whatever I want to do. I just don't want to do it. Because when you're in love with somebody, you know, you get touched by romance, you want to go and be out with other women, but you can't. Because you look and you just go, oh, there's that just one. I just got to wait to see. I'm ruined for anything else. Ruined to... You got to take the journey of love, and then you just think, I don't know if they see, I don't know if they hear, but it just does something inside of you. It's beautiful. People that don't believe in God, don't understand God. You'll never believe in God, the same as you'll never believe in love. You got to let love be who you are. Let love be who you are. If you're doing or not doing things to try to show you love someone or don't love someone, you're not in love with them. You're in the wrong place. Love is a movement of the heart, where you would live under a bridge with somebody if it came to it. You don't want to live under a bridge, but at the end of the day, you're so in love, nothing else matters. That's my relationship with Jesus. That's my relationship with God. That's what I'm carrying through with that right woman waiting. Because I know, love's calling, love's pulling, love's working. And that one, she'll respond in the right time, in the right way. But she's got to order that in herself. But she feels it. She feels it in her heart. I know she does. Because, you know, when it's someone like that, you feel them. You just feel them. And that's the same with God. You just feel him. He's just there. And you surrender your life to him, ultimately. And that we fight him. No, God, it's not real. And, you know, we come up with all the reasons why he shouldn't be there. But ultimately, we just go, man alive, I couldn't live life without you. And romance is here to show us who God really is. What I love about it too is sin. You know, the church talks about sin so much, and sin separates you from God. No, it doesn't. It does when you're living in the junk of it. But once romance has touched you and you surrender to it, you're free of it. I think sin is there to show us that we're failures. Because when I'm a failure, I don't think I deserve love. And who would want to love me when I'm a failure? And God comes along and says, now finally you're starting to get it. I love you so much. I don't care what you've done. I don't care what you haven't done. Can we dance? Can we be together? I'm going to have that. I've never danced, but I know I'm going to have my first dance, properly danced, with that lover of my soul, that lady who's that soulmate, that one who is just going to be wrapped up in that. And that's God with us. Come and dance. Come and dance. Doesn't matter what you've done. Only matters to you. But not when you surrender it. And that's why, for me, truth is the basis of any relationship. You're safe here. You can tell me what you've done, what you haven't done, what your desires are, what your fears are. And all it'll do is reveal more of our love. Because when you think, I'm going to leave, I won't be leaving. You're saying, thanks for telling me that. You're safe here. And that's God. He saw what you've done. He's been there with everything that you've done. You don't feel worthy of God. You don't feel like you're good enough for God. You're not. That's the point. It's just coming to God and saying, I acknowledge I'm a failure. I'm a failure. But if you can take this worthless person and give him some worth, then I'm yours. And somewhere along the line, that lady, I'm likening to the romance. That lady comes along and says, I got nothing. I've failed. I haven't done the right thing. I haven't responded how I could have. I haven't said things I should have. I've said things I shouldn't have said. I've done things I shouldn't have done. And I think it's the beauty of the man, the love, to be able to say, who loves himself enough to say, I love you. Just come in. Let's take a walk together. Can we just hang out? And that's what I'm hanging for, that first time, to walk as a lover of the soul, just to hear what's inside that person, and not to give any answers, not to give any advice, just to listen and say, what a beautiful time. That's God with us. So anyway, here's Jordan's video.
God isn't something you believe in. This is the thing. Or you could say that the way we conceptualize belief in the modern world is shallow. To believe in God is to commit your life. That's what the belief is. It isn't the statement, I believe in God. The statement can get in the way. It does all the time. It says in the Gospels, Christ himself says, not everyone who says, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven. Just because you say you believe something, it's like, people say all the time that they're Christians. I'm a believing Christian. It's like, that's hard there, buddy. That's the most difficult possible commitment by definition. It's because it's the hoisting of the cross, right? Really, you're going to commit to that, are you? So here's what you're committing to. Painful, unjust death, accompanied by betrayal, the perfidy of the mob, and the dominion of the tyrant. And you're going to welcome that.